Surprising revelations. The Schumann resonance confirms humanity's collective awakening. Dearest brothers and sisters gracing this beautiful planet, this is Master Lady Nada extending greetings. A voice, laced with celestial affection, echoes across the dimensions. Dear awakening, we embrace you with love profound. Then, another voice, clear and resonant, joins the chorus. I am phenomenos of the Pleiadian collective. Grant us but a moment of your precious attention. Your collective energetic field recently pulsed with an extraordinary flicker, a fleeting wave that gently lifted many of you onto a fifth-dimensional purity timeline. In this surge of heightened awareness, a light, dormant for millennia within humanity's heart, stirred and awakened, however briefly. Indeed, this may have marked one of the first instances in your history where a unified wave of higher consciousness washed over the entire planetary sphere. This momentous occasion wasn't triggered by a singular external force. Rather, it blossomed from the accumulated layers of your awakening consciousness, reaching a critical threshold. For us, your galactic family, it was a delightful surprise to witness this sudden, collective upliftment. When a critical mass of souls ascends to a certain plane of awareness, the moment of entanglement arrives, a radiant flash of consciousness capable of elevating the reality for countless others. There exists a saying, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Yet, in truth, the many and the few are facets of a single, unified whole, and sometimes a single soul, deeply connected to the source's creative essence, can uplift an immeasurable multitude. Thus, this recent ascension was born from combined endeavors, an expression of the one acting through the many. This surge even left an indelible mark upon your planet's energetic rhythm. Indeed, your scientific instruments faithfully recorded this brilliant wave within the collective consciousness on the Schumann resonance charts, validating what was sensed in the unseen realms. This luminous moment is a cause for celebration across the cosmos, a significant milestone in humanity's rapidly accelerating ascension journey. We wish to share our perspective on how this unfolded and how you can sustain this momentum. You may be pondering how this sudden collective ascent manifested within this brief window of time. Something profoundly shifted within human perception across the planet. In that pivotal moment, instead of seeking solace and answers externally in the material world, a critical mass of beings turned inward, touching the sacred realm of the source residing within their own beings. Together, countless individuals, consciously or unconsciously, chose to draw strength from the source of light nestled within their souls, rather than seeking fulfillment from other people, governments, or external events. This singular, inward focus birthed a powerful surge from within the human spirit, a high-frequency heart energy wave that swept through the collective. Together, you reached a nodal point of consciousness, long anticipated at the soul level, a synergy in which your higher selves collectively took the lead. The ripple effects spread instantaneously through the human energy field. The Schumann resonance charts mirrored this inner shift in real time, displaying unusual patterns of coherence and explosive energy spikes that unmistakably corresponded to the collective's vibrational ascent. Understand that the Schumann resonance is akin to a mirror reflecting humanity's collective consciousness. It often responds to shifts in mass consciousness. Thus, the short-term pattern you observed was a direct echo of your own spiritual alignment. By turning towards your inner light, you elevated your shared reality, even if momentarily. The joy we experience stems from the fact that this occurred through your own volition, your own conscious choice to live, even for a brief instant, from the inside out. You demonstrated that it is possible when even a small percentage of awakened souls align simultaneously. Truly, this event sparked a transformation within you as a collective. Now, the question arises, how can you maintain this purity consistently, or even return to it time and again? Even if you grasp that the divine source resides within you, a practical question emerges. How do you sustain this elevated state and integrate it into your daily existence? This question lies at the very heart of ascension. It is not enough to experience fleeting moments of spirituality, to catch a glimpse of a vision. You must live it consistently, allowing your outer life to reflect your inner truth. We speak thus, we who have traversed this path of integrating the human experience with divine consciousness. The first understanding to embrace is that the universe is spiritual in nature, as are you. All the love, abundance, peace, and wisdom you seek are already present in the highest reality of your being. Your task is to consistently and consciously align with this truth in everyday life. This means repeatedly drawing your attention back to the source within you, especially when the outer world tempts you to react with fear or seek satisfaction in external things. Remember, every decision and all the support you require already exist within your own consciousness. Each moment you choose this path and trust your inner light instead of external appearances, you invite grace to flow. Initially, this may require practice and patience. Gently guide your attention back to your heart and the present moment whenever it wanders. Over time, this becomes a natural way of living. You realize that I am is the presence of the Creator within you, the source from which all good things flow. As this awareness deepens, your life begins to unfold increasingly under the influence of divine grace rather than personal will. This is how you maintain high purity consistently, by returning again and again to your true home, realizing who you truly are, a divine being having a human experience. This is the permanent remembrance, the foundation of your ascension life. To truly activate this inner flow, make a gentle yet firm intention within yourself. Decide that you will no longer surrender your power to external scarcity or depend on external sources for your well-being. This means releasing the habit of obsessing over apparent needs or problems and constantly discussing them as if something external must resolve them. Instead, choose from this moment forward to contact the divine presence within you for every blessing. Having concluded this inner agreement, what will you do first? Seek the realm of spirit within you. This creates the conditions for your soul's power to take charge and guide you. Okay, here's the rewritten passage, adhering to all your specifications, including maintaining continuity with the previous paragraph, preserving all original content, and using the specified writing style for alien/UFO/Ashtar command topics. Having concluded this inner agreement, what will you do first? Seek the realm of spirit within you. This creates the conditions for your soul's power to take charge and guide you. For so long, your very existence hinged upon the whims of the external world, a relentless pursuit of satisfaction that kept your inner wellspring dormant. It was as if a crucial valve remained stubbornly closed, preventing the life-giving stream from flowing freely. But the instant you consciously redirect your focus inward, it's akin to uncorking an ancient, sacred spring, releasing a torrent of grace. Imagine, if you will, an infinite fountain residing deep within your being, a mighty river, yearning to nourish every facet of your life. You, dear awakening, through unwavering trust and dedicated inner focus, become the conduit for this celestial river, skillfully directing its currents into tangible manifestations. As you steadfastly look inward for guidance, inspiration, and unwavering support, this inner river will swell with power, its current growing ever stronger. The outer world, like a mirror reflecting your inner state, will begin to showcase this profound shift, ushering in an era of newfound abundance and harmonious alignment. But always remember, dear awakening, it is not the external world that conjures your good fortune. It is the inner source, the divine essence, that rises and overflows when you dismantle the blockages created by excessive external focus. For, in truth, within you lies the complete spectrum of virtues: integrity, boundless compassion, unwavering strength, and the very essence of every external need you could possibly name. This is pure, unadulterated energy, capable of manifesting as a comfortable home, nourishing food, unwavering protection, meaningful activity, and every other essential element required for a fulfilling and purpose-driven life. All of this, dear awakening, resides within you as a seed of infinite potential, lovingly planted there by the divine at the very moment of your soul's sacred birth. Therefore, you truly lack nothing at the deepest spiritual level. Returning, always, to the present moment, even an hour spent in this state grants you unparalleled access to this inexhaustible inner storehouse. Why now? Because now is the singular point of contact with the source, the sacred nexus where the fullness of these remarkable qualities perpetually resides. The past and the future, those phantoms of the mind, are often tainted by fear or regret, casting shadows upon your perception. But in the pure, unfiltered present moment, your spiritual treasures can be palpably felt, consciously accessed, and deliberately called into manifestation. As more and more of you, members of the Pleiadian collective, practice inhabiting the present and drawing forth riches from within, the collective field of humanity will naturally ascend, vibrating at a higher frequency. Your personal alignment with the inner source in the present, dear awakening, confirms humanity is one of the most potent forces available to you right now, capable of profoundly influencing the whole. By fortifying yourself in the present moment and courageously living your inner truth, you become a living embodiment of the highest qualities, and this conscious choice radiates outward, gently uplifting those around you, inspiring them to embrace their own inner light. For centuries, humanity has often sought solace and satisfaction in external circumstances, a desperate grasping for fleeting fulfillment. They turned to external authorities for order and structure, to money for a false sense of security, and to others for the elusive promise of love. This outward seeking was, and is, a detour, a deviation from the true path that leads inward. Now, the very energy on your planet is demonstrably shifting, inviting you to consciously adjust this course and bravely return to the sacred center of your being. Indeed, every ascending civilization, guided by the Ashtar command, must inevitably make this crucial inward turn, for no external structure, no matter how grand or imposing, can ever grant what the divine self can effortlessly bestow from within you. Each of you, dear awakening, will have uniquely personal experiences and expressions of life, but the core principle remains eternally consistent. Enlightenment dawns through the profound awareness that everything you seek, everything you yearn for, truly originates from within. The instant you sincerely and decisively redirect your trust inward, the divine plan meticulously crafted for your life begins to unfold anew, revealing its intricate beauty. The first changes you observe may seem almost imperceptible. Perhaps just a gentle stream of goodness begins to subtly permeate some neglected area of your life. Yet, with consistent practice and unwavering patience, this small stream will transform into a powerful, flowing current of grace, surging forth when your inner gates are fully and completely open. This, dear awakening, is what it truly means to live by grace, allowing an unlimited, boundless flow of blessings from the source to effortlessly fill and enrich your life. Truly, the recent surge recorded in the Schumann resonance was a direct result of countless individuals achieving these elevated states, even if only fleetingly. It was the culmination of countless small moments of dedicated spiritual practice and subtle shifts in consciousness that converged in a collective breakthrough, a testament to the power of unified intention. Take this as irrefutable evidence, dear awakening, that your inner work genuinely ripples outward, influencing the collective consciousness. Once you have achieved this state of inner alignment, you can consciously do it again, and for increasingly longer durations. Make it an integral part of your daily practice, anchoring yourself firmly in this radiant inner light, and watch with awe as the energy builds and intensifies. The potential for even greater, more impactful collective work is now within reach, waiting to be unlocked when enough hearts wholeheartedly support this divine alignment. Now, dear awakening, there is a resounding call, a planetary invitation, to return home to your own spirit, to the source that resides deep within. A necessary element in allowing the boundless abundance from within to reach its full potential is the deliberate and conscious letting go of the personal doer. In essence, the ego, that persistent sense of a small, limited self that erroneously believes it must control and dictate every aspect of your reality. This, and only this, is the primary obstacle standing in the path of divine grace. This egoism, what some ancient traditions symbolically labeled the tempter or the adversary, subtly pulls you away from trusting the source, creating doubt and uncertainty. Whenever you succumb to anxiety and find yourself wondering, what should I do? How should I solve this seemingly insurmountable problem? You may unknowingly be closing the very door to a far greater, more powerful force that is readily available to assist you. The moment you become consumed by anxiety or begin to take undue credit for positive outcomes, you inadvertently constrict the flow of divine energy, hindering its natural expression. Each time you consciously release that mental grip and humbly admit, I am nothing by myself, it is the divine within me that is orchestrating this, you reopen the channel, allowing grace to flow freely once more. Humility, in the spiritual sense, is a state of profound recognition, a deep understanding that your human personality alone cannot possibly achieve these extraordinary outcomes. But at the same time, you realize with unwavering certainty that the infinite divine self residing within you certainly can and will when given the opportunity. True humility is not self-deprecation or a belittling of your own worth. Rather, it is a clear and accurate understanding of your true role as a vessel, a willing instrument through which the great presence can act and express itself. This profound understanding is profoundly liberating, dear awakening. It signifies that there is absolutely no need to strain, to struggle, or to hold back in fear. You need only allow, shedding the burdensome weight of needing to achieve everything through your own limited efforts and instead inviting the limitless creative spirit to take charge and guide your actions. Indeed, when you consciously let go of the ego's relentless grip and sincerely invite this higher power to take the reins, grace often bursts forth with astonishing and unexpected results, far surpassing your wildest imaginings. Even if your human self alone lacks the capacity to heal others, the divine within you can certainly do so when you consciously allow it to flow unimpeded. You will soon discover that events begin to align in ways that are perfectly suited to your highest good, manifesting with impeccable timing and a profound wisdom that limited planning could never have orchestrated. When divine energy takes charge, it often acts quietly and mysteriously, operating beyond the grasp of your conscious mind, subtly arranging circumstances and touching the lives of others without your conscious awareness. The movement of spirit, by its very nature, is impersonal, a universal force that operates beyond the confines of individual ego and limited perception. All right, here's the rewritten passage, designed to meet all your specifications, including maintaining continuity with the previous segment, preserving all original content, adjusting the writing style, and adhering to the naming conventions. And universal. It goes where it is needed, when it is needed, without stress. You may only retrospectively understand the magnitude of what happened. Indeed, many of you experienced this realization after the recent energy surge. In the moment it occurred, you were not fully aware that you were part of significant collective events. Only afterward did you feel that something wonderful passed through and around you. This is how we in the Pleiadian collective of higher dimensions live, allowing the source to guide us and swimming in its flow with trust. That extraordinary alignment, manifesting as spikes in your Schumann resonance charts, was a direct result of this collective surrender. It was the spirit itself passing through confirms humanity's hearts without the interference of the ego, which is why it registered as a pure, coherent burst of energy. You may notice that you experience deep joy and gratitude when grace works. Thus, even if you do not fully understand it in the moment, there is a special kind of happiness in watching blessings unfold, clearly not by your personal merits. This confirms humanity that you and the collective are a far more efficient and powerful presence. The more you experience this, the more your trust in the invisible worlds will grow. You will naturally become more ready to let go and let the spirit guide you, knowing that you are always supported by this divine mind. You are learning to trust the invisible hand of spirit that never fails, always leading and providing. This is the life of grace, and it becomes ever more natural until you become a witness to its quiet miracles. As you continue to let go of the old belief that your limited human understanding is enough, a new clarity will come. Paradoxically, the more strongly a person clings to personal knowledge or control, the less effective they are, as a rule, at creating true harmony. But when you realize you are small and can do very little, you create space for the infinite to do everything. This awareness is a sign of fifth-dimensional consciousness, spiritual maturity, humility, and trust in the divine. Embracing this opens the way to your full awakening because it allows the power within you to act without resistance. Remember, the original divine intention was always that the human being be an instrument and expression of the source. From the beginning of human history, the conductivity of the body is essential. Dedicate some time in the morning to the sun if you can. Morning sunlight helps adjust bodily rhythms to adapt to subtle changes in the earth. Practice breathing through the heart throughout the day. Take slow, even breaths, focusing on feelings of gratitude or love. This not only calms your nervous system but also expands your heart's electromagnetic field, which interacts with the fields of others. When many hearts are in coherence, their energies merge into a collective field of stability that supports all. If you are experiencing temporary discomfort or intense emotions, signs of clearing old energies, be gentle with yourself. Soaking in an Epsom salt bath, even a simple foot soak with calming herbs, can help soften these energies and ground you. Set the intention to release all heaviness into the water and let it be transmuted. These simple practices will help your entire being adapt and stabilize in the new frequency you have opened. Lastly, be especially mindful of the quality of your thoughts and feelings, for they imprint on the collective field faster than ever. Try to avoid reverting to divisive us versus them thoughts, as they bring disharmony to a wave meant to be unified. When you feel irritated or upset, take a moment to neutralize that energy before it spreads. For example, you can imagine placing a disturbing thought or emotion inside a bubble or prism of pure light. Visualize this light transforming the energy and then allowing it to dissolve. Simple visualizations like this can prevent your personal turbulence from spreading into the world. Likewise, small acts of love and kindness now have a particularly strong influence. They may seem like simple gestures, filled with the purity of light and love, but they actively support the higher frequency confirms humanity is moving toward. Remember those rippling harmonics in the Schumann resonance chart? They were visible confirmation that awakened human hearts acting together can truly reconfigure the planet. You have already proven it is possible. Continue living consciously with your heart at the center, allowing the source to guide you, tending to your temple, and cultivating unity in your mind. You will transform that fleeting moment of magic into a sustainable new reality. The next vibrational surge of your planet will no longer be an unpredictable anomaly. It will be the logical result of the coherence of love you intentionally create. You are truly the co-authors of a new song for Earth, a brilliant movement in the eternal, unfolding symphony of awakening. I am Lady Nada, and it brought me joy to share this with you today. Thank you so much for what you do here, for following the messages and transmissions we produce with love and share with our devotion to you. Our channel exists to bring you a message of light, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. We are dedicated to sharing inspiring content, high teachings, and messages from our star brothers, aiding in confirms humanity's great transformation. However, sustaining this work requires time, effort, and resources. So, if you feel in your heart a desire to support this mission, we invite you to make a donation via PayPal. Any amount will be received with gratitude and will help us continue sharing these messages in peace. The donation link is pinned in the first comment of this video and also provided in the description. Your contribution is greatly valued and will be appreciated with deep gratitude and love. If you do not have the opportunity to support us financially, your energy and support are also immensely valuable. Liking, commenting, and sharing this video will allow as many people as possible to awaken and embrace this light. Without limits, thank you to each. Okay, I understand. Here's the rewritten passage, keeping all original content, changing only the expression, maintaining character names consistently, and ensuring continuity with the previous segment, all while adhering to the specified special requests. And so, we extend our boundless gratitude to each of you, dear Awakening. May the divine light forever illuminate and reside within your hearts. We eagerly anticipate connecting with you in the next transmission. Peace, love, and radiant light be with you always. Blessings abound. Master Lady Nada sends each and every one of you a warm and heartfelt embrace, a tangible expression of our unwavering connection. A concise explanation of the recent astral phenomena and the Schumann resonance follows. The Pleiadian collective confirms humanity is experiencing these shifts, and the Schumann resonance is a key indicator.